Hello there, Keep to the Code. This is tutorial number 2. Makeup, dingles, and facial scar, and eye makeup. So you've learned how to tie a bandana. You're one step closer, mate. Now the reason why my face is all red like this, grease paint. Regular old grease paint. Red. Basically I'll go in, Q-tips. I'll use a little bit of grease paint to make the outline of the facial scar. In part 1 it's more, it's fairly small. But in part 2 and 3 it's starting to grow and it's becoming this almost off circle. Right where your mustache ends is where it should begin. I'll go in a circular pattern and I'll start to get the look down, and then what I'll do is with my clean finger, the one that has not been dipped in grease paint, I'll go in and I'll remove the middle. That makes it look like an open wound, and I'll fade it all around, and basically it kind of looks like a kiss. You get something similar to that. Then I'll go in with my red grease paint and I'll go all around my face, all the way down my chest, because the shirt collar opening, if you need to use more, you want to really spread it in there. If you cake it on too thick, as you sweat and get hot, it's going to start to run, and you don't want that stuff all over your shirt. So you want to go very lightly, enough to where it absorbs all in there, giving you that sunburnt look. And the reason why I put the red first is after you put on the bronzer, it will look very natural. Okay, so now I have the basic idea. Basically, I'm nice and red, nice and sunburnt looking. Missed a couple of spots. By the way, if you're not into Jack Sparrow costuming, turn it off now. It's awfully boring. What am I saying? Jack Sparrow costuming. I am Jack Sparrow. Have you not seen the documentary? Sorry, bad joke. Okay, now I have the red grease paint all over my face. My dingles are in. Basically, I use a little bit of latex, and I'll put it right on the ends. And I'll glue it behind, and I'll surround the wrapping hair all around it, so that it looks real, it looks natural, it looks like it's actually my facial hair. Obviously, my dingles are a little bit skinnier than what was used in the movie. Well, let's face it, Johnny Depp can grow more facial hair than I can. This is all I got to really work with, so I generally go skinny, but that's okay. In the end, you have to make everything fit your face. You're not trying to look like, trying to do it exactly how they did for Johnny. You're going to do it so it works for you. Okay, so I got the basic makeup on, as you can see. Nice and red. It's coming down in here. It's going to make me look like I've been in Davy Jones's locker for a few years. Good. Much more better. Bronzer. There are many different kinds of bronzers out there. I happen to use True Blend. Don't make fun of me for using CoverGirl. I'm very sensitive. Common mistake that I see is people generally put way too much makeup. And it actually looks like makeup. You don't want to do that. You're going to go in with your pad after the red, and you're going to lightly go in. around. As you can see, it's starting to look much more real. With the red under it, it shines through the bronzer. It makes you look very sunburned. As you can see, I'm starting to look like I got a healthy tan. A little sunburn in there. I generally go all the way down. I'll leave this area fairly clear. I won't really put too much bronzer here. If you watch the movie, this is how it is. Another reason for the grease paint is it helps keep the bronzer on. It'll stick actually to the grease paint, and that way you don't have to worry about runs. Especially if you do everything light, very light. My peanut. How do I look? Much more better? Thank you. Okay, so now I got the bronzer on. As you can see, it still looks a little caked, but what you can do is real simple. You just get a tissue paper and you lightly wipe it on your face, getting rid of all the excess, so it does not get everywhere. You do not want that. Wash a little bit off of my hands. Now, to give you a basic idea, you can see the contrast between what I normally look like and what I look like now. I'm starting to look like a dirty, filthy pirate. Then I'll go in with some black grease paint. Not too much. You just want to make yourself look a little dirty. Hash marks. Johnny Depp generally has sunken in cheeks. I don't. So I'll darken the area right past the apples of my cheeks, which helps give that sunken in look a little bit more. For those of you that don't look like Ron Rodriguez. Such as myself. I'll also go on the sides of my nose, a little bit of black.